Master of Unlocking Podcast.
Is that where I am?
Yeah.
I think
Is that where I am?
Unfortunately, you're here.
God. I regret to inform you, you're listening or watching the Master of Unlocking podcast.
Sorry.
We're sorry. We're just sorry.
Some things just go better left unsaid, but
Yeah.
that's fine. But Jason's here. He was here last week,
Yeah,
too.
he was.
I was. I'm fresh off of my my live stream of 24/7 for 7 days of Roblox.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then on the other screen, I had Big Shot just on
Just
loop.
On loop.
Just
Episode
on
1
loop.
through 7, just
Yep.
on loop. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that 7 episodes. I knew
Yeah.
that. I was aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad, I know you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're obviously caught up.
Yeah,
My
no,
favorite show.
I was
You know,
just
with-
eating cheeseburgers over and over and over.
You know, Jason, last week I almost gave Logan an extra 30 seconds.
Oh, I heard. I heard. Things got a little. You got a little loose with your timer last week.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I blacked out
Well,
and I
you
said a
hadn't
lot.
watched it before, so we had to start over again.
There was a lot for me to say.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. There was a lot for me to say.
Mm.
And I was looking good too. I was looking bulky, green, like I could mow down 25 aliens without losing any of my shield too.
Yeah.
I was looking good.
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
feeling good, looking good, sounded great.
Yeah.
The pipes,
Mm-hmm.
This week you look like garbage.
I know. Downgrade.
Downgrade week.
Downgrade.
So yeah. So anyway, you brought your fast food challenge this week.
If it's ever questioned that I'm dedicated to this podcast,
Mhm. The interesting thing is I see a lot on that receipt. Was this? Did you buy dinner for Monday or? That's it. What is on this receipt?
this is it. I had the meatballs on the way.
Oh, it just says okay. There's just it literally okay. So online order $0, paid Visa $0, today order $0. Like it's line item. Look at this.
Oh, yeah. That's the easiest way for restaurants to do that.
Oh, they just ring it that way?
Yeah.
Interesting. I
Oh.
haven't done that.
I definitely paid for my dinner.
But the
for
weird thing
record.
is your small tort gar crumb meatball plasticware.
My plasticware's on there.
It doesn't even have a price on it. Everything else has a $0 charge on it.
So I got the balls, but I knew what I was getting into with the meatballs, so that doesn't count. But I'm about to have the pasta for the first time.
Okay. And this bag is perfect for ASMR content. Not anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
Jason, which sorry, I know you don't have your mic in front of you, but which of the bowls?
This is
that?
the garlic creme.
Okay.
That's
That's the one I got.
That's one
Okay,
you
I
got.
got the pesto.
Pesto. So not.
Mm.
Damn, I should have got the Roma, and we would have had it
Yeah.
locked
It's
up.
fine. The
All right.
Roma was the spicy one, right?
Yeah, that was the spicy one. So
Oh, it was spicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So garlic creme live on the air. Mm-hmm. And it's we're getting some looks up and down. What's all in the garlic creme anyway?
it's garlic. It's got mushroom. It's what else?
Spinach,
cheese,
maybe?
spinach for
Is
sure.
that,
Yeah.
zucchini?
Yeah.
Zucchini, okay. Zucchini in there. The pesto had tomato. Was it spinach? Spinach, okay. Yeah, the pesto had tomato and mushroom in it. So a little bit more in the garlic creme here.
Yeah.
So
We'll have to get a reaction from Jason here in a minute, but
he's trying out all the veggies first. He's got
Yeah.
to give them all a shot. Since I had the pesto, I can kind of go first, I guess.
Yeah.
I liked this thing a lot. The tortelloni themselves, which I assume that's.
does that just mean stuffed tortellini? Is that what that means?
I thought tortellini was stuffed in general. Like
Yeah,
I always
I don't
thought it
know.
had something in it, but it's
or maybe it was
beefier
just a
than-
misspelling on that website.
and everywhere else in the entire. It says tortelloni everywhere.
Does it say it on the receipt? Does it say?
I don't know. It may not go that deep. No, small tort gar creme.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I like this thing a lot actually. I felt it was very cheesy. Like sometimes you get a stuffed shell somewhere and you kind of just get crap, but decent enough size.
You're on the wrong mic.
You're showing the computer.
We're on mic. You're on mic 2.
I went to the
Or you're
webcam.
on, webcam 2 over here.
Webcam 2. I'm not
yeah.
walking over
Camera
there.
2. Camera 2.
Camera 2.
But yeah, I thought this thing was pretty solid. My kids liked it as well. They got their usual mac and cheese from there, but they tried mine and were like, they kept trying to eat mine, and I kept having to slap their hands away. Like, no.
Sounds like you have that problem a lot, actually.
Yeah, I'm like, well, my kids, they'll go to it's like, oh, we go to what we like. They don't want to try something new, but then they try something new and they're like, oh my god, that thing's amazing. But then next time they'll get it. Maybe they'll forget about it. Who knows? What'd you think about your garlic creme?
I think it's really, really good. It's super rich though. So I think you made the right call going with the small, because I got the regular, and by the end of it, I was like, okay, I need something else to break up this taste a little bit.
I had the regular of the pesto, and I was still happy with my pesto afterwards. I actually ended up taking some of their mac and cheese because I had some pesto sauce left, and just started dipping it in the pesto sauce. Now that
sounds pretty good,
that was
actually.
solid.
Yeah. No, but the garlic, the mushroom onion sauce, whatever that is actually really good.
I will try that maybe the next time. Yeah, I do like the pesto at whenever I do go to Noodles, I get their pesto. Cavatappi is usually what I get there. So this was a nice change base to have the stuff.
My
cheap.
usual order there is just the butter noodles. I think they have really
Really?
good butter noodles.
I know the only other person I know that gets butter noodles is a 7-year-old. So
the butter noodles with the
get the-
chicken.
oh, okay.
What is it? The
I was gonna say,
crusted
was like, do
chicken.
you get the little tray with the broccoli and the applesauce on the side?
Yeah.
'Cause,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Comes with a toy.
Yeah.
It's a PlayStation 5.
The toy is a PS5.
I just want my Spider-Man.
So as you've now eaten this live on air, what do you think?
It's really good, man.
Right?
I totally agree.
Yeah.
It's very rich. You were saying. There's a lot of butter in that
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah.
It is. Wow. Yeah. Which is like,
Which makes it taste delicious.
it's delicious, but I don't know if I could have done a regular too much, but like there were probably, I think, 8 tortellones
Tortellones.
in there, and I was like, I'm finishing this right damn now.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with a 9 on this
Yeah,
thing.
I think I'm a 9 too. That was solid.
Yeah, I agree. It was really good. I wasn't anticipating it to be that good at all.
Yeah.
Is this our highest
Collective.
collective?
I think so. It might be our highest collective.
Wow.
Did we give what about the only other thing I can think of is maybe the McDonald's chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
we
it
were
wasn't
pretty
that
on that.
high.
But yeah.
But it wasn't 9s
No,
across
it
the
wasn't,
board.
Might not have been 9s. Yeah, it might have been closer to 8s.
And I
so.
think the Monster Burger surprised us, but we didn't all give it 9s.
No.
I was just surprised, and we all liked it. Where were you on the chicken sandwich? My favorite
Oh
fast
man,
food
there
item.
were. Oh wait, which one?
My
The burger
favorite one, the
I think
BK
it was an
one.
8 on that one.
Yeah,
You
I
an
think
8?
I was pretty high on that. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
8
not
or
a
9.
9.
But not a 9. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember now.
Yeah. I can't remember. Have we given anything a 10?
I haven't.
I don't think so.
I feel like I maybe gave the prime rib biscuit at Hardee's a 10.
Maybe.
That might have been the only thing.
Maybe our personal favorite stuff we've given 10s.
Yeah,
but,
that's fair. Okay, that's fair. Anything you saw new this week for?
yeah.
I'm getting that again.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't care what you guys
Oh,
say.
before
right
we
now.
move on though, what
Oh,
was the
sorry.
thing from 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. I guess we can actually So, by the way, Jason wasn't here last week. What?
I wasn't.
You were-
Whatever do you mean?
we need to get your review on the
Oh.
waffle sandwich.
It almost not like too rich in a bad way.
Yeah, that was kind
What
of.
is the deal with the? I feel like they're.
What's the
did they-
deal?
yeah, what's the deal with airport bathrooms? Are they actually shaving in there? Sorry. Did they like drizzle? We're talking about the Hardee's waffle
The Hardee's
chicken
waffle
sandwich.
chicken
Yeah.
sandwich, yeah.
For the record,
Mhm.
did they drizzle syrup on the chicken?
Yes,
Yeah.
that
That was a mistake.
was a mistake.
I think the chicken. I thought the waffle was kind of
The waffle was too soft and too squishy.
weird sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought the chicken was good. I would have. Like you did. I wish I had just gotten like the regular chicken sandwich
Mm-hmm.
because I can
Yeah.
tell in there is like a really good chicken sandwich,
Yeah.
but I'm
Actually,
eating like the sweet version of that.
I went back and got the regular chicken sandwich.
No, you
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
It
this. I
was-
like
yeah.
where this podcast is going.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's-
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it's right up there with all the other chicken sandwiches that we've
yeah,
had.
with the
Can I
mayo
get
and
a rating?
pickles.
Oh, yeah, it's a solid 8
It's an
for
8.
sure.
Yeah, I think that was where I was. Too.
Oh, I'm gonna go get that.
It's right there with like the McDonald's one,
telling
with
you,
the
if you-
Wendy's
I
one.
think
It's
if you
right there
put-
with all
I
of
think
those.
if you put lettuce and tomato on that, I think you could get it to a 9.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Would they do that for you? Sure, they would. Right?
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
You don't have it your way there, but I mean, I'm sure you could.
But it's
Have
welcome
it.
home. So
Yeah, and if I'm at home, I'm gonna reach into their fridge and I'm gonna grab the mayonnaise. I'm gonna gun down my sandwich with mayo.
right.
And they gunned down mine with mayo. I don't know about yours, but mine was. I mean,
No,
they,
it had the
they
appropriate amount of
unloaded their
mayo.
clip on mine. Like it was just unload the clip. The thing was loaded full of stuff. Oh my god, what is this? Okay,
So I
go ahead.
have 2 ideas for this week.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is our traditional let's have a sandwich, and the other one is a dessert, which I know
Ooh.
we haven't really done before. But
Okay.
even if we don't do it for the challenge, I kind of want to go get one anyway.
That's
Are you feeling good
Fair.
with dessert?
or
do you wanna hear his
Let's
options?
hear, and maybe it'll be maybe I'll go for 2. I don't know.
The Sonic has a cheesecake. Oh, I forget what it is now. It's a cheesecake
cheesecake?
shake of some sort.
I've had one of their cheesecake shakes before.
Okay,
It's probably
this
just,
said I saw
comeback of
saw
those.
a
I've seen the commercial.
commercial that said limited time. So
Okay.
maybe they're bringing it back for
Let me-
something.
Let me open the Sonic app and see
Yeah.
what's. Oh wait, I might have deleted it already. Nope, there it is. I'll see if I can find it. Oh,
What's your other while he's looking at that?
The other one is hang on, I have it pulled up. It's Arby's. Has
The meats
the meats.
for
It's just called a cheesecake blast. So there is a plain cheesecake blast and a strawberry cheesecake blast. Now, if they had a chocolate one here, let's see what we got here. Yeah, it looks like there's just a regular cheesecake blast and a strawberry cheesecake blast. That's what they refer
Okay.
to as their like Blizzard equivalents.
Yeah. And then the other option is Arby's has the brisket bacon flatbread sandwich.
Brisket bacon flatbread.
man, that's a red meat sandwich, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's up to you guys. I'm game for one or the other or both.
I vote cheesecake.
The
Okay.
only other thing, I do see something else interesting on here.
Okay.
I don't know if this is everywhere because it doesn't appear it's on Sonic's app, but a popcorn chicken po' boy.
I mean, is this we're trying to do limited time stuff?
Yeah, I think it is a limited time
Okay.
thing. I don't think this is, but I think this is not everywhere yet. Oh, it's can be found at participating Sonic locations starting May 31st through June 27th.
Okay.
Save it.
Save it. Okay. So what are we doing? The Arby's thing or are we doing the cheesecake thing?
I voted,
You want to do the
but I
cheesecake
don't
thing?
care. That's my opinion, but I don't care.
I'll be here next week. So
Oh,
So let's just do the cheesecake.
Are you
and
okay
then
with that?
Wait for
yeah,
a.
if you guys want to do the cheesecake next week,
okay.
and then we'll see what I end up with. I might end up with one on the way down. I mean, I got a long drive ahead
Yeah.
of me.
There
so.
you go.
The strawberry one, or the regular one, or either.
Looks like just regular strawberry.
Either one, whichever one you want.
There's a strawberry cheesecake as well.
Yeah, there is a plain cheesecake and a strawberry cheesecake are your options.
I'm
I'll probably get the strawberry.
I'm
one.
going strawberry
Yeah.
as
Okay.
well.
All
Let's
right,
just
do that
go
one.
in lockstep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go together as a date. What do you think?
Okay,
Hey,
all
why
right.
not?
You could go
Yeah.
like you could sit in your car like while you.
Can we walk there though, and then just like stand in the spot awkwardly?
And then we do the podcast from there.
Okay, that
Can
would
we
be.
take like camp chairs into one of their parking spots?
Yes. All the answers to your questions are yes.
You should do this. I'm really.
Oh,
jealous
that's
if you guys
amazing.
do this next week. you don't even need to bring the light. You can just.
Yeah.
It's getting dark. Nope. Fine.
We're gonna end up in a Sonic commercial at some point.
That would be amazing. That'd be. What are you doing, sir? Sirs? Gentlemen, can we help you? Just trying to be in a commercial. You guys shooting a commercial?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Master of Unlocking podcast.
Master of Sonicking podcasts. I mean,
No, we might confuse people.
Oh,
Not the
God.
little blue fast guy.
I know.
Talk about the fast food guy chain.
Speaking of Sonic, there was actually Sonic news this week.
I saw something on this week on Xbox. Major Nelson was telling me all about a collection coming out and then a trailer for a new game.
Yeah,
So what happened?
The trailer was kind of just hey, there's a new Sonic game coming in 2022.
Was it really just like him?
There's a new Sonic game?
Yeah.
Was it him just running through a forest?
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That was it.
Okay, I was just making sure I didn't miss anything else.
Yeah, the other thing I think was like all of the original Genesis games are going to be in a collection, and then
I thought it was like Sonic Colors.
and then there is a Sonic Colors game
and
with
Sonic
a
CD in there too,
remaster.
right?
Well, yeah, Sonic CD is part of that too, yeah.
Okay.
But then as part of that collection, but then Sonic Colors was a Wii game that
Yeah.
they are remastering.
Okay.
That's coming back. So that's not part of the collection.
That's
I think
separate.
That's own standalone.
I didn't look at it too hard because I'm not a Sonic guy.
You did like
Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But
Sonic Mania was like just a weird twist on like regular Sonic the Hedgehog. It was fun.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was like, hey, this is like basically this is Sonic the Hedgehog,
yeah.
and Sonic's great. 2D Sonic is fun stuff. So, but we didn't play any of that this week. What did we play this week, games wise?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I'm joking. I had the week off, so I played a crap ton of
I was
video
gonna say I
games.
was like, I thought you played like a lot this week. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah. So tell us what you did.
Take it away.
Mr. I had the week off.
I finished Fantasian,
Okay.
or kind of finished it.
Can you finish Fantasian?
So I didn't realize that this is part 1 of 2.
Oh.
So I'm playing this game, and like pretty much every JRPG, you know who the villain's going to be at the end of it.
Mm.
So I get to the point where I'm going to fight this guy. I'm like, all right, this is obviously the end of the game. So I do that boss fight. Really solid boss fight, by the way. And then afterwards, it opens up a new area. And I'm like, wait, shouldn't I be seeing credits right now? So I keep going through this area. And then it opens up. It's like, hey, check out your menu. There's a new option in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I open it up. It's basically the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, wait, what? I just beat the final boss and now you're opening up a sphere grid? Like, what is going on here? And then I beat one more boss and a screen comes up and it says, stay tuned, part 2 coming later on this year.
Well, isn't that interesting?
This year, in fact.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what it says at least.
And how long did it take you to beat part 1?
About 17, 18 hours,
Okay,
somewhere in
that's
there.
not terrible. So I guess
And-
for an RPG, yeah, if that's part
Yeah,
1, so
and
36 hours.
That's why I was honestly a little bit bummed about that, because that's kind of one of the reasons I really liked this game. It's because it's like,
short.
yeah, it's like it's a kind of a bite-sized JRPG. You don't get that very often.
That's
you know?
true. That's a good point.
So I was kind of excited to get in, get out on a JRPG, and
Yeah, but I guess if you're in and you got a good chunk of it done, like, do you feel semi-satisfied at the
I
where this
do.
is? Like,
Yeah,
but
well, and there were credits there too, so
Okay.
I can consider this just complete
so
if I
maybe
want
consider this like a sequel that you just happen to be getting later on. I mean, at least
Yeah.
you're not playing all 36 hours or whatever it is
Right.
at once. Like, so there's something I guess to be said for, hey, you're gonna get more of this game. It's just gonna be in a few months or
to.
something.
Right,
So,
and it's really going to depend on when it releases.
if it releases next week,
If it releases, if it releases if it releases next week, I would be in on it
okay,
because there's nothing else.
right.
But if it comes out like, oh, this week's
November.
releases are Halo, Call of Duty, Far Cry, and Fantasian Part 2, I'm like, well, okay.
Well, you tried.
You tried. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But very solid game. Liked it a lot. The music is amazing. It's Uematsu.
Square,
so
right? Oh, it's Uematsu?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. Gosh. That guy, I don't know if that guy can make a bad track.
right.
Like, he does what he does. So
Are you interested in this?
it's an Apple Arcade thing. Like, we talked about it a little bit last week.
That's my only. Literally I don't know if I knew about it or had heard about it or maybe saw a preview for it,
Mhm.
but that was the first time I really looked at it in earnest when I heard you talking about it.
The one thing I would say, if you are planning on playing this, definitely play it on your phone. Do not try on Apple TV.
That's what I was gonna ask.
For whatever reason, I don't know if the Apple TV is just not powerful enough or what, but when it transitions the map, it does kind of the pivot thing where it like when you go to a different part of the map.
It's supposed to be individual, like diorama.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So when the camera turns to a different part of the diorama, there's like a bunch of motion blur. And on Apple TV, it was giving me a headache. Like that motion blur going from one screen to another. I'm like, I can't deal with this.
Interesting.
But for whatever reason on the phone, it seems I don't know if it's just because it's a smaller screen or if it's more powerful or what. But on the phone, it was fine.
How easy is it to like pick up, put down? Like if you got interrupted with something.
Oh, extremely easy. And you can just leave it suspended too if you need to.
Okay.
It does do the standard JRPG thing where you do have to find a save point to do a hard save.
Okay.
So you might risk it, but
that's where I guess I was falling.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, how bad is the like spot to where I need to get to a save?
Right.
Because most of the games I play on my phone are things that I can do in like 2-minute chunks.
Yeah.
Because it's just.
And I don't know if this is the game for that because you wouldn't make any progress. It would take you forever to do anything. Because every time you got in there, you'd be like, okay, where was I supposed to go? I'm supposed to be going this way. Oh, no, I went the wrong way, but I got to put it back down now. Like that. I don't think that would be enjoyable.
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to play a game on my phone, but I might have looked at it maybe on an Apple TV, but I understand what you're saying. How much is Apple Arcade? $5 a month?
I think so, yeah. There's some crazy stuff where you can like bundle everything together anymore with like you can bundle in like your cloud storage, your Apple Arcade, your Apple Care, your Apple Fitness, and
that's
Apple Music. And
that's
like
what I have right now.
And it's like $20 a month for
like
almost
for the family plan, and then I split it with 4 other people. So it's like $4 a month for all of that stuff.
Wow.
And I think it goes up based on like if anything, the thing it mostly goes up by is how much cloud storage you want, right?
You only get, I think it's 1 terabyte of storage, and that is shared amongst everybody. So it's not.
I mean, for a regular family, not sharing amongst 4 adults who might have like, I'm going to capture a bunch of 4K video.
Right.
On my,
like that part didn't bother me. I have plenty of other ways to store stuff personally, so I didn't care. But that might be a deal breaker for some people.
I just think about my kids, and they're like, I'm going to take a video for the next 20 minutes or something. Like, those get deleted. But that's what happens.
What else you play?
I played probably about 8 or 9 hours of Biomutant.
How's that?
It's okay.
What is Biomutant? Can you tell us that?
Yeah, no kidding.
First? How about that?
Okay. Biomutant is a open world hack and slash adventure game. So you play as a mutant. He's like, in the create a character, you pick your like class, your I guess it's race. You pick a bunch of different options, and then based on those, it morphs the appearance of your character. So my character is really jacked up looking just because I picked the random.
I see where you're at.
Yeah. Okay. So then you get in there, and it's an open world game. You have a melee attack, you have a ranged attack. You can kind of switch between them. There are a lot of systems going on in there. There's upgrading your melee. There's upgrading your ranged. There's upgrading mutations. There's upgrading psionics. There's a tribe system where there's a bunch of different tribes that you're trying to balance. There's vehicles, and you're upgrading your vehicles. There's 4 like main bosses that you're going for, so you gotta know where you're going for them on the map. There's you can craft weapons. You can find components to do all this stuff.
You've lost me already.
It is there is too much going on in this game.
Okay.
And I think that's where it really struggles. If they would have focused down on maybe one or two of those things, I think this would be way better. And the first probably 2 hours is abysmal. It's really bad. It's extremely slow, and there's a lot of dialogue. And the way they do dialogue, I hate, because you're talking to these other creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And they do like the jibber jabber thing, like yeah. But the subtitles, usually there's somebody talking and the subtitles are down below, right?
Yeah.
The subtitles do not tell you what they are saying. After they're done with their jibber jabber, a narrator comes on and says,
"Oh no, what a waste of
she's
time."
saying you should probably go over to this part of the map and talk to this person." And then the subtitles come up with the narrators. Subtitles. It's extremely annoying because basically you have to sit through the same sentence twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's really bad. Somebody I saw recommended that you just mute the narrator. So I ended up doing that. So now he doesn't actually talk anymore, which helps a little bit, but it still gives you a little bit of a delay between the subtitles popping up.
Huh.
So it helps a little bit doing that, but still it's bad. That's bad. But once you get past that tutorial stuff and the world actually opens up, it is a pretty average open world game. So I wouldn't recommend it to either one of you because neither of you are necessarily like open world guys like I am.
Mm-hmm.
There's icons on a map. I'm going to go clear them. But I feel like you guys are a little more, what would be a good word to say? Picky is the first word.
Discerning.
Discerning, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little more discerning with your open world taste. So this is not a game for either of you guys, but I'm going to continue to play it because it is kind of scratching that open world itch for me.
Do I remove it from my gameplay queue, or does it live?
I guess it depends on what are you looking for here, because
well, I think I'd rather get Ratchet and Clank.
yes, you would.
Sure.
Yes, you would rather get Ratchet and Clank.
All right.
I'm just gonna speak for you here.
Let's just take that out real quick. And
I wasn't super interested, and now I'm not at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this was definitely like okay, if this turns out to be okay, I'll check it out. But
I feel a little bit bad criticizing it because it's made by a team of 20 people, and you can tell they really put a lot of hope into this. There's a lot of good ideas in there, but just none of them got the time that they needed. There's just a lot of half-baked systems in there. So
there's also such a thing as too much.
yeah,
I mean, I think we get, devs anymore, I feel like, get a little system happy with some stuff. And there's that game is for some people, but
this game is too ambitious for what they were able to do with 20 people. So
where are you gauge where this is compared to Immortals?
Immortals is so much more polished in every way.
And that's a Ubisoft proper.
And I get that. I was just trying to compare it to something.
Is this like a THQ Nordic published
This
thing?
is, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the studio is. You said
I don't remember what the studio's name is, but it's very small, yeah. Yeah, if you liked Immortals as much as I did, then I would say, yeah, you should probably at least check this out to see if it scratches that itch.
But it's that style of game, right?
Yeah, it's like a low budget version. I know Immortals is kind of already a low budget version.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't
but
that
this is
come out as a
a
low budget open world game?
Yeah.
So
this is gonna be on. I feel like in like 3 or 4 years, you're gonna see Biomutant on a lot of people's like hidden gems list, where they're like, I really got into this game, but some people didn't. So I feel like that's where this game is headed.
You're probably not wrong there. That's for sure. I think there's that B game that everybody's like,
Yeah.
that some people really love. Yeah, that's gonna be where it's at.
Yeah.
I really like the B game too.
Oh yeah. was a good game.
They actually got Jerry to voice that.
It was weird.
Oh, the actual.
Yeah, the B game.
The
B
B
game.
B movie game.
Yeah.
The B movie
Okay.
game.
Yeah. It was called the B game though.
Oh, was it really?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Available for your Nintendo DS.
Yeah. It didn't do very well because people didn't understand that it was tied into the movie.
Yeah.
But I don't think the movie did very well either. But that's
Yeah.
its own other problem. Any other games, or is it the?
Yeah, I played probably about 2 hours of a game called World's End Club.
I have no idea what that is. Do you know what that is?
It is a Switch game.
This is a Switch game, yeah.
Okay.
Keep going. Tell me everything you know about this.
Is it a visual novel game?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right, I'm just guessing now.
All right, keep going.
Okay, let me guess. Are there people in a high school?
There are high school aged people, yes.
Okay. All right. I would assume.
Keep
that
going
they
till you
have-
get one wrong.
All right. Okay. They have mythical powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just unlocked that. I did not know that going in, but I just unlocked a hidden power.
Okay. And if they don't stop somebody, the world is going to end.
No, the world already ended.
Ah. Dang it.
So you're right, it's a visual novel.
What's it called again?
World's End Club.
World's End Club.
Yeah.
So it's about a sandwich.
No, that would be. That would be good.
I mean, that'd have to be the best sandwich of all time, right? The
At
world is
end.
going to end.
Yes, it
Yeah.
better be.
This is a visual novel. It's a collaboration between the lead writer of Danganronpa and the lead writer of Zero Escape.
Okay.
Which, when I found out that they were making a game together, I was like, injected into my veins.
Yeah. All right. There you go. This is a Caleb game.
Yeah. So those games have a lot in common. You're like you said a lot of the things. Like
Okay.
they're high schoolers. They're trapped in a situation. They have to in all of these games that I'm talking about, Zero Escape, Danganronpa, and World's End Club, they're trapped and they have to somehow kill each other or hurt each other or something like that in order to escape the situation.
Okay.
And the thing I love about these games is the way that they get you feeling comfortable with the situation that you're in, and then they just throw a giant wrench in it. And they're like, nope, that's not what this is. So I'm playing this game for probably about an hour, and this is going to be pretty big spoilers, but you guys are never going to play this, so I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
So you're put in, there's 12 students, and they're in an abandoned underwater amusement park.
All right.
Okay, and they have wristbands that are on. That they wake up there and they all have wristbands on.
Yeah, it's an amusement park.
And this mascot comes down and he says, the only way that only one person can escape, and the only way that you can escape is by doing your task. Your task is on somebody else's wristband. So you have to persuade people to tell you what's on their wristband, so you find out what you have to do, and then you do it.
Okay.
So you're playing the game, and some of them are like, don't bleed until there's 10 minutes left on the clock, or eat a marshmallow, just like stuff like that, or ride the Ferris wheel with this person.
Okay.
And one by one, they are failing their tasks because it was like, don't bleed. So that person gets taken away because they bled. And then the other person is like, oh, well, now I can't ride the Ferris wheel with him because he's gone. So they get taken away. Like one by one, dominoes start falling.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, okay, so this is what this game is. It's probably going to be a time loop here. And at some point, I'm going to figure out the puzzle of getting everybody to do their tasks together. So I get down to one character left. He's given a key, and they say, you can escape now. Or there's a prison that's holding everybody else in it. You can unlock it, and everybody gets back out, but then you're all going to be stuck here forever. So
Mystery box.
he chooses to do the prison. So everybody comes back out. Mascot comes back down and says, okay, it's time for round 2 of this game. One of the girls goes over, just punts the thing, and says, nope, this game's canceled.
Okay. Like,
So
nope.
then they escape this place together, and it turns out the world has ended. So I have no idea what this game's gonna be, because it's already way past the thing I thought it was gonna be, and I kind of love that.
All right. So just batshit crazy.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds fair.
Do you know how many hours you'll be on this adventure?
I have seen, if you want to see every ending, 15 to 20.
Oh, that's
So.
not bad.
Every ending. So that may require how many playthroughs?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying not to look at too many specifics because I don't want to be spoiled by the story.
You know, Caleb always tells us about these games that always sound very interesting. We just never play them.
It's just a lot of reading, and I get that that's not what you guys are.
I don't read.
You're out.
I'm
Yeah.
out.
You're not
I'm
gonna,
out.
You're not going to read.
I fake read books to get my book at things when I was in elementary
Still
school.
got that personal pan, though.
Still got that personal pan. That's
And that
right.
sticker. Damn
Mhm.
right.
Logan's never even finished Goodnight Moon.
No. Get stuck with good night.
Good night, moon.
Good
night, cow.
Oh, this is too much. I'm over this.
Moon. Good night, red balloon.
Yeah,
I don't even think there's a red balloon in there.
these games.
There is.
No, that's right.
The Caleb games that you guys describe here, they're like super interesting. I love the twists and turns they give you. It's like a really good M. Night Shyamalan type thing.
Better.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Have you seen the trailer for his new movie?
What
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah.
Was it called Old?
Old. Yeah, I
was
saw
like,
it during the
this
playoffs.
is dumb.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm gonna watch that.
Oh, I
gonna
mean,
watch it
sure. Yeah. But you know what you're getting.
Right.
We're pretty far away
Yeah.
from where we
I see
started
dead
there.
people.
Yeah.
But
Which was pretty awesome.
It's-
Signs is
all
great.
right.
No, Signs is
good.
great. When that alien shows up in Signs, it was like, holy mother! Like man, that's the master at work. And then Old.
yeah.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that goes. But it's like these games are like a really good version of one of those movies, except for you have to read for 20 hours to get there. So I get why it's kind of a niche product.
Okay, that's fair. Anything else?
No,
There-
that's pretty much it.
you've
That's a
been
lot of
busy.
games.
That's a lot of games.
So,
Yeah, lots of hours. It's spread across 3 games, but lots of hours spent
Yeah.
with those games.
yeah. Jason, you've been away on vacation. I don't know if you've gotten to play anything. I don't know if you took anything with you.
I did take my PS4 and Persona 5 Strikers.
Okay.
Didn't play it at all.
Okay. So you tried.
I did try. I mean, I took the system with me and thought maybe I'd give it a shot. That didn't happen, but I did return to my home,
Mm-hmm.
and I did play a little more Resident Evil 8.
Okay. Where are you at there?
I have just met face to face with Heisenberg.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
He made me
You're
sit in a
pretty far.
chair.
You're at the factory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, factory. You're doing all right. You're at the last quarter.
What I love about that that interaction is that you're talking to Heisenberg, and he says, "Sit down." You look at the chair, and the chair's literally next to like this wide open trapdoor.
Ethan's so dumb.
He's really
so
just
dumb.
he just doesn't. He's just on. Oh, this is messed up, but I got to go do this dumb thing. Okay,
Yeah.
Ethan. Well, let's go do the thing, Ethan. Whatever you say.
So dumb.
So that's
So you're in the chair. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trucking along. I know it's not a lot, but I wasn't around.
The factory is probably the longest of the individual sections by a long
By a
shot,
lot.
too.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I would say, you easily double some of the other sections.
That's interesting. Okay.
It's very combat heavy. So
I don't know. What's the name of the guy with the hammer? He's like super Lycan. Does he have a name?
Oh yeah. It's,
gosh, what is his name?
Yeah, I can't remember his name. It's like a really.
Is it you? Is it you something?
Yeah, like
Ur-
Uriel or
Ur-
Urius or
or
something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I took him down.
Oh, okay, so you're like in the factory. Like,
Where does that? I don't know. How much more of it do you think I
that's
have?
pretty early on though. That's
Yeah,
like
it's-
right
yeah.
off. Because you still got to do all this. You still have to make a lot of molds of
Yeah.
things. And that's gonna
Yeah.
take a while.
Oh, I gotta go back to that thing. Make more molds.
Oh, have you made a mold?
One.
I think you got to do like 2 more.
2
right?
more.
Oh, okay.
But one of them is pretty far away.
Yeah.
He even so this is what happened the first time the
Mhm.
week after this game came out. I came over here to do the
Yeah.
podcast, and Logan was playing it. This is before you got here,
Mhm.
and he's like, "So how far am I into this? How much farther do I got to go?" And I looked at the screen, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, go up this ladder right here." He's like,
Why
"Why?"
did you just want me to go up the ladder?
He goes up the ladder, and Ethan goes, "Oh, it's gonna be a long ways away from here."
I just looked at it.
Because you know what you're. Yeah,
I knew
you,
exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I just kind of looked over. I was like, "Shut up!" Like, I was like, "How am I this?" But I was like, from where I'm at, and it was. I mean, you're still like 3 hours probably away from beating the game.
Yeah.
At that point, like,
Yeah.
because you still got. Yeah, I mean, no spoilers, but yeah, you still got a couple. Like, the factory's long. There's another long section kind of coming up that's probably about like another 30 minutes or so. Like, even after that. And then the end, which is another like 30 minutes or so.
It's all going to depend on how good you are at the combat, essentially, because
yeah.
there's it's a lot. There's a lot coming your way.
Have you had the guys
Fine.
that you got to shoot their chest, or the weird?
Yo, I just my first one.
You just got your first one.
Yeah, because he's in the chair.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And you just know he's going to wake up, right? Like most telegraphed
Yeah,
thing.
but then I put like a full clip into his back,
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause you
and
got
then he
the
turned
red dot.
around, and I was like, and "There's the combat indicator."
Yep.
Like after I emptied a clip into, I'm like, "Pop, pop, pop, pop," and I accept him to drop. He turns around. I'm like I almost wanted to reset my checkpoint
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like if I had
It's-
seen
no,
that,
there is so much ammo in that game. It's
you
ridiculous.
can craft it like
Yep.
crazy too.
Yeah, and then you can buy some if you need it or whatever else.
Yeah.
And, like, it's decently cheap. So,
Can we talk about one? This is a spoiler. The Duke.
I love the Duke.
He's
so ridiculous.
like just gross. I heard him breathing through a wall.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah, it's Moreau's section. There's there's a save room in a building, and then there's a path outside of the building he's
Yep.
in. And I'm walking down the trail, and I hear, I'm just like, I'm like
Looking around.
you're looking around. I was like, oh, Duke's behind this wall. Got it. He's so
I
gross.
Just finished a sandwich.
Yeah.
Still
love
want to
it.
know what the deal is with the Duke. Like, maybe I don't want to know what the deal is with
Oh,
the Duke.
you've run it all these times, and there's no big revelatory thing about the Duke.
No, I'm
I
sorry. There's
that-
not. Don't get
That's
your hopes
fine.
up.
Well, there wasn't about the Traveler. So,
true.
true.
RE4.
RE4's Traveler.
What are you buying?
There's
guy?
there's one hint at something, but it very very vague. So
Yeah, like, and it doesn't even like it. Yeah, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, the Duke's weird.
yeah,
Cool. All right.
yeah. But anyway, I'm excited for you to finish that so we can go spoiler heavy on it. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm trucking along. Because I'll probably, I don't know, depending upon my week, I may or may not beat it, but we'll wait to get into the big discussion until you get back.
Yeah.
I might even play something else in the meantime. Maybe like try Returnal.
Do you have it?
No.
It's right up there because I don't give a fuck about that game anymore. You can take that thing.
Okay, so
and-
you made a complete turn.
That game fucking sucks.
Well,
Does-
you,
And it sucks for me. Let's put it that way.
We
Like,
talked.
I'm sure
we
there's
talked about it
people that
last
like this
week.
game,
So,
but
I know how you feel
yeah.
about it. You were still like in an evaluation phase.
I was willing to give it more chances, and I ran into the just constant like, all right, well, I'm literally gaining absolutely nothing on every run. I'm not learning anything. I'm not gaining anything from a like just a, hey, this is like my gun is now better, or I have better health, or I have better armor, or anything else. I have no currency to give. Like, it is just a big fuck you every time I play that game, because for whatever reason they just decide, yeah, every time we think you're getting better, so we're just gonna keep throwing more ridiculous enemies at you. And oh, by the way, here's this other new enemy that you haven't beaten this boss yet, but let's throw this thing that just drops slime from the ceilings at you that you can't avoid.
Yeah, I think,
And
people
no.
play games for different reasons. But I do not play games generally to be challenged by them.
It would be different, like in a Hades or well, I can't think of the name of the game. Oh my god,
Dead Cells?
Dead Cells. I wanted to call it Demon Cells, and I knew that wasn't right. Where you at least got things that you felt like I was making progress every time, and if I fucked up, I felt like it was my fault.
Yeah.
This one, I don't feel like it's my fault. It's just them throwing more stupid stuff at me. That it's just like, oh yeah, you want more rings thrown at you? Here, have some more rings thrown at you, because you either get blue rings or red rings, and now I'm getting green ones thrown at me.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not getting a new weapon. I'm not even coming close to finding a new weapon, because they're throwing it at me from the first door I walk into. So thanks, Returnal. You'll be returnaled. But you can have it first, because I really don't. Yeah.
Thanks. I'll give it a shot.
I enjoyed that. My first 6 deaths.
Yeah.
After my next 10.
I feel like this could be something we potentially come back to later also, because I think there's a lot of room for improvement in that game.
They could do a lot with that game and make it
so
better.
we'll see if maybe there's a 6-month patch or something that adds saves and adds some sort of
Proper upgrade system.
some sort of like Hades God mode, like something like that helps out. I don't know. I could see it happening. I could also see them being like, nope, this game's finished. It's out.
I don't. To your point, Caleb, help me make a decision here. Should I take Logan's copy now and play it, or should I wait and hope that they update it and put a patch in that includes save progress? Because that's really the thing. And you play hard games. You don't give yourself like Caleb. You play the Souls games. You beat Sekiro. You're like a fucking superhero to me. I don't know how you beat Sekiro. So
I don't either.
I think that it's not just about the difficulty of Returnal. I think it is truly for you a game design thing, and you don't come to games to overcome that kind of difficulty, that kind of challenge. And for me, I don't necessarily mind either, as long as I enjoy the game enough. And I don't know if I want to go into this thing knowing that the runs are long if I get good enough at it.
Yeah.
Well, let's put it this way: I haven't had a run go over 5 minutes in the last 10 deaths or so.
But yeah, maybe that'll happen to me and I'll just turn it off. But I'm trying to determine whether I should wait.
I mean, if I'm going to be selfish, I'm going to say play Resident Evil so we can talk about it.
Well,
but
yeah.
I don't know. That's a hard question. Because, I mean, there's some people that have... I know people that have said just leaving it in rest mode works fine.
No. Twice. It has reset to...
I've heard the other side of that too. So...
And no, I'm not going to go through every time and go, oh, I've got it set here. I better go turn off auto updates. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to fiddle with a system setting menu to make a game work. Like
that is Housemarque's solution to this. Is we don't want to put in a save, so just go turn off your auto updates, and also hope that your like power doesn't go out or anything else like that. Or, God forbid somebody else pick up another game and play it.
Right.
That's not the move. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're us with kids and juggling work and family and shit, or if you're you or whoever, or if you're a teenage gamer with literally nothing to do. Like I don't care who you are. That's not the move.
Right.
Like, Do your job, developer.
You know, I'm not a huge roguelike fan. I'm not gonna say like I've played every single one, but every one that I have played, there is always a save and quit. There's always a save. You can return here later, but as soon as you load up that save, it's gonna delete itself.
And
sure,
every time.
And Hades, like the way Hades worked was it was like if you were mid room, like you couldn't save mid room.
Yeah.
But it would always, if you did save mid room, it would just take you back to the entrance of that room from your save. That is how it worked. I think Dead Cells was the same.
Dead Cells, I believe, was when you walk into that particular level.
That was like your checkpoint to that room, and that's where your save is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but you don't lose all of your progress. Maybe you lose a minute or two, but you don't lose all your progress.
But the fact that they have this like artifact system in there, and once you find the artifact and you use it, it's done.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Like that should have been just a constant upgrade.
Yeah.
The fact that I have no upgrade other than my weapon proficiency, which just happens to, all it does is if you rank your gun up a little bit more, then you get a little bit more damage every time you use it, but it's not anything noticeable at all. Like it's like 1% here and there.
Right.
That's my biggest beef with the whole thing is it just keeps making it harder, and not giving you anything in return.
Jason, I would be a little curious. Yeah. You know, if you're thinking about, do I play this now or do I wait? I would be a little curious now to see, like, if you do run into that situation, like
maybe we're just bad at it.
Yeah, maybe we're just bad at it, but also
I
like
doubt that.
I'm curious to hear like, you know, your like actual experience, not hypothetical experience with thinking you're going to lose an hour into a run, but your actual experience, like, do you actually lose that?
Well,
I would be curious about that.
I for some reason am able to get to the point where I have to stop mid-run, which will happen if I play it enough, then I'm going to go through that hopefully smooth rest mode process and not the painful it bricked process.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll do that because maybe I'll make a little more progress in Resident Evil and put it down.
And also, you know, it's
and
kind
then
of
finish it the week before you come back.
One of a very small handful of games that has reviewed very high this year, and we're both pretty down on it. So
I don't know. Yeah, usually one of us likes. I don't know. I feel like if a game reviews well, usually one of us likes it.
Right.
This could be yours. This could be yours, man.
I don't know though. I'm down on the concept of it before I even go into it. But I can give it a fair shake.
But damn, it looks nice.
Yeah.
If anything, I get to look at
nice.
I get to look at a PlayStation 5 game.
Yeah, you get to look at a proper PS5 game.
So that's good. I'll turn on my PS5.
Are you going to play Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Would you, if this was mid-generation, would you be playing Ratchet and Clank?
Maybe not.
Okay.
If there was not even just mid-generation, but if there wasn't the sort of the development lull we're seeing, because I think Ratchet and Clank is worth looking at because it's new generation, right? So new tech, to your point, and then there's not a ton else out from a reason to turn on these new systems kind of thing, which is reason enough to play Returnal.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards there.
That's it. I think that's why I'll play it as well. But what I think will happen ultimately this year, and maybe I'm wrong, for me is it depends, man. Maybe we'll see some games come out in the fall that we don't know about. Maybe we'll see the annuals.
just around the corner here, so we could be seeing something. I don't know what, but
yeah. Are we gonna all be back here before E3?
When is the date of that?
I believe the Xbox showcase is the 14th.
Okay.
And
I think it's that weekend, the 10th through the. So no, we will not be. We will be podcasting with all three of us back during E3.
Yeah, so it'll be because on the 13th, because the 6th is when I'll be gone next week.
Okay.
So maybe try to come up with some predictions and send them to me, Logan, and I'll read them next week.
Oh, okay.
I'll read them as you.
Oh,
and then I'll come up with some, and Jason, maybe you come up
how
with
this
some,
works, but
and we'll see how it goes.
frankly, I'm a little nervous to be gone after last week.
Oh yeah, we got plans.
Okay.
No, we don't. We have nothing.
Caleb doesn't have plans.
Oh, did you got plans?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we just replaced you with a 10-year-old. It was fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Better have some freaking Diet Pepsi in the fridge. It's not a
Okay,
bottle.
Sorry.
Good
What's
God.
wrong with a bottle?
I don't want to drink your whole bottle.
It's fine. It's a They're 16-ounce bottles. It's fine.
That's 4 more ounces.
They're fancy.
I know. I just feel bad about taking a bottle of soda.
4 extra ounces.
Like, it just feels like, I don't know.
Sorry. I didn't get a chance. I've been by myself all weekend.
Excuses,
So
excuses.
I've been by myself with the kids all weekend, so no spousal support. So it's been a weekend.
I understand.
Okay. Anyway, other video games. Did you play anything else, or?
That's it.
So I talked about Returnal a little bit as well there. I did check out the show for the first time. So
On
Xbox, of course. Not paying.
I thought for
that.
sure there was something else you were going to check out. But keep going.
I got other things.
Oh, okay. You got other thing. Okay.
Yeah, I got other things.
you stay strapped in over there.
Yeah.
So I checked out the show. I did your Road to October mode.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I thought that would be. I was like, well, sure, I'll try this out. I'm bad at the show. I'm just gonna that game. So here's the thing. This game is good, but I'm bad at it. I think I'll get better at it. It's a timing thing.
Oh, yeah.
I might have some tips for you as far as hitting goes. That maybe when did you go through the selection of the type of hitting you want?
No.
Yeah. So I think you need to change your I don't know what they would call it, your hitting system.
Because I have like regular swing, contact swing, power swing, and then direction. Like I can move it directions.
Yeah. So you can axe the directional thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll be good, and you can work only on timing.
Okay, I haven't
But-
even messed with the directional thing.
Right. But if you're on that mode, it wants you to go find the location,
Mm.
and then there's just a broader one where you can just work on your timing.
Okay, because my timing's also way off.
Yeah, but you won't have to do 2 things at once.
Okay, my issue is I just keep swinging too early, and that's been my problem with everything. I go too early.
You figure it out. That's how you wound up alone for the weekend with 2 kids.
I know.
Too early.
It's also how you end up with the kids.
It's also true.
Exactly.
So I'm in late May-ish.
Oh, you're moving.
So I'm moving through that.
What do you think of the way they structure the games and the pace of the games?
They're fine. Sometimes it sucks, like when you come in and it's like, oh hey, you're in the bottom of the 8th or whatever, and they'll throw like a runner on second, and all of a sudden like my pitcher is just like rattled, like
Stressed out. Yep.
and it's like okay, and so I'm going to throw a pitch, and it's like all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's like I wish I had a little bit more control over that, like with a typical. When I say a typical pitching game, the last baseball video game I played years ago, you had like there was a basically a mini game to throw the pitch, because you had to like put it in the location, and then the little thing would like grow and expand or whatever, and then you had to hit it in the right spot to do it. Now you just throw the pitch.
Yeah, we need to have you go through that tutorial and
Okay.
pick your mini game.
Oh, okay. Because like right now it's basically just giving me nothing.
Yeah, you need to get to the.
Okay.
You need to pick your
know
pick
these
your
were
systems.
I didn't know these were options. It just kind of maybe it's because I went to Road to October first. It didn't give me these options.
Yeah, I can't remember where it was, but I was introduced to a tutorial and picked. I just can't remember
Yeah, I didn't
how.
get any sort of tutorial at all. Because like base running, I'm still trying to understand that.
Maybe I picked it. I can't remember, but I feel like it was maybe when it was like, did you play the first game? Like it makes you play a exhibition game.
I did not get
None of that.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah.
I was,
I wonder if that's one of those things that pops up while the rest of the game is installing.
Yeah, maybe.
or I loaded it up that one time just to watch a PlayStation logo go across my Xbox.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
And then maybe it just thought that I had already done it or
Maybe.
something.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna say I'm not having fun with it. I'm was just annoyed at a couple things, especially like I like had to. There's been multiple times I've had to pull it up and be like, okay, so how do I control the runners if they're like going through something? Because then it was like it was a clear double, and I'm trying to send my other runner home, and I couldn't figure it out. So like there was a button to send all runners, and then of course the runner got home, but he got out at second. Like I just wanted to send the guy on third home, not the runner on first or whatever. But
I'll help you with that.
Okay. But yeah, I think it looks great, sounds great. Matt Vasgersian, just
Butter.
Yeah, I mean the guy just oozes baseball out of his voice. It's
Yep. DeRose is good too.
Yeah. So yeah, I like it. It's perfectly fine. I get why you play it every day because it's just a nice little palate cleanser of like, hey,
video game.
Pop this on, play it with a friend, whatever, no big deal. So. But yeah, like I said, I got better at the hitting once I figured out. I don't know why. I just kept swinging way too early. Like,
it's just practice. Like anything else.
It's just a repetition thing. But yeah, so I'll mess with that a little bit more. I don't know if we'll get to October or not, but I'll mess with it here and there. Like
we'll see, because if I can get you the right settings, then maybe you might have more success, and then that makes it obviously more fun.
Right. So, yeah, I'll mess with that.
I don't think I hit a home run in like my first 20 games, and then by the time I was done, I was hitting every.
I hit a ground rule double, and I hit one off the wall. Is the best I've had.
Oh, okay. I wasn't hitting well at all for like the first 20 some games I played. And then I figured it out, and then it was like 1 or 2 home runs a game, sometimes 3 or 4.
Oh wow, okay.
So you get it figured out.
You get it figured out. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. Then the other game I played. Caleb, do you want to take a guess at the other game I played?
I think I know. I have a good guess.
Okay, let's hear.
Did you play Knockout City?
I did. Play
Okay.
Knockout City.
I don't know what that is.
Was this a game that was just screaming?
No,
it was. Try this out.
It was because last week you were like, right before I left, you were like, man, I need a new Game Pass game. And then I just saw that Knockout City was on Game Pass, so I'm like, all right, he's probably playing that.
So Knockout City is basically just dodgeball. It's an EA.
Oh yeah, this thing.
Yeah, it's an EA thing. You just run around and throw dodgeballs at people, and you've got it's first to 10. You have, but it doesn't count as a knockout until you get hit twice. You can also catch the ball, but it doesn't like. If you catch a ball, it doesn't negatively hurt the other person. There are some special balls out there. They're like bomb ones or like other weird things. You can also roll yourself into a ball if there's no balls around and another player on your team can pick you up and throw you.
That's awesome.
That's actually a pretty cool part of that game because, yeah, there's times where balls are scarce. Like you can't find one anywhere if it's been thrown off the side of a building, which if you fall off the side of the building, that is that's not a part of one of your 2 things of health. You just die, and that's a point for the other team. They're quick rounds because they just go to 10, and then it's the best 2 out of 3 rounds for how you win.
And you're in a squad.
You're in a squad of 3.
And how many squads?
2.
2. Okay.
So, well, at least the game mode I'm playing.
Gotcha.
I haven't messed around with all the game modes yet because this is definitely this is a free-to-play game. Like, this is there's tons of microtransactions for, what are those things called? Oh my gosh. Like, costumes, all that fun
Skins.
Cosmetics.
That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, cosmetics and all that fun stuff.
This is reviewing fairly well, Knockout City.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Trying to think. Like, I think I just need to mess with a couple other game modes. I think there's some that are locked though, based on the free version that you're on. From what I understand, you can get to a level 25, and then it makes you pay.
Also, everything, as far as I understand, everything is unlocked for everybody until tomorrow. For the first week or whatever, they just had everything open to everybody.
Yeah.
But they're gonna start locking stuff down after tomorrow.
Yeah. So this whole it being on Game Pass and being a free to play thing is it's very short-lived. Like, I don't know what's going to be available afterwards, and then for how much. I just don't know. Would I pay something for this? I don't even think I'd pay $5 for it. Let's put it that way.
From what I hear, it's a lot of fun in short bursts, or especially if you have a group of people that want to jump in and play something.
I played it for about 45 minutes to an hour, and that was enough for me.
Yeah.
And
I don't think this is a thing that's going to have like a lot of legs to it, but
no, this reminds me. This is better than Destruction All Stars.
yeah,
Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I haven't played this, but Destruction All Stars was that was not fun for me
No,
at all.
Destruction All Stars was not a good game. So, yeah, but this was at least entertaining for an hour.
Is it? How quickly are you getting into matches?
Very quickly.
Okay,
I mean, I was
good.
playing on a Friday night though, so I'm sure there was plenty of the weekend.
But no, like server problem.
No.
Okay,
I would say I was in and out of games super quick. Like, I mean, if I clicked quick play, I was in a game within 10 seconds.
because that was another problem with Destruction All Stars. Is like the servers were trash, and it took forever to get into games. You sat at loading screens forever.
No, this was real quick.
Okay, that's
I
good.
messed around with like the store just to see. I was like, oh, here, I'll customize my character. I'll use the currency I have been winning, because there's like, what do you call them? Just like, I mean, like, oh, here's your challenge. Like, get 10 hits, and then like, so you'd get you get 100 of their in-game currency for that. But there's in-game currency and there's premium currency, all that fun stuff that comes with the free-to-play style game. So, but yeah, will I ever touch it again? I'm gonna say probably not, but I don't know. It was perfectly fine.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think that's something I'm into, but again, glad it exists.
yeah, yeah, it's there if anybody likes it. But
Yeah.
it looks like Jet Set Radio.
That's cool.
Like, from a style standpoint, that's kind of how it looks. The characters don't look like Jet Set Radio,
Oh,
but
okay.
everything else does.
Gotcha.
So, I would not recommend this for anybody of you guys, though. I don't think it's probably up any of your guys' alley. It's not violent enough for Jason, and it's too competitive for Caleb.
Yeah, not enough text, not enough reading,
Yeah, there's. So
not enough blood, not enough reading. So we're
Yeah.
gonna be out.
you guys are out. All right. Well, moving on to TV. Anybody have any bloody reading to do? I don't know if that's a thing.
Well, see, I thought you would have watched something that I watched, but hearing that your wife is not here makes me second guess that. Because I watched the Friends reunion.
I did watch the.
Oh, you did?
So
Okay.
we watched it Thursday night before she left.
Okay,
'Cause
gotcha.
It came out on Thursday. Yes, I did watch that. That was about as perfectly not PG. What's that? About as safe as it could be.
Yeah, but I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like, they at least did enough. It wasn't. They did enough that it wasn't just a cheap clip show.
Yep.
But at the same time, it was mostly them just sitting around the set crying and saying, "I love you too. Remember that time you did this? Yeah, that was great." Like,
Yeah, there was some unique stuff in there too that they pulled out, like the footage of Matt LeBlanc breaking his arm.
yeah, like that was
like,
funny.
Stuff like that I thought was cool that they actually dug into the archive, and for super fans they brought stuff that's brand new to them.
Right? Yeah. Like, yeah, there's stuff that was like, maybe I needed a little more VH1 behind the music with it.
You wanted it to be more controversial.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really. Yeah, there was just nothing like oh, like I didn't know that was a thing.
The only thing that
You
comes
wanted
close
the
to
inside story.
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah.
the inside story of Friends. Like,
the only thing that even came close to that was the revelation that Ross and Rachel actually liked each other.
yeah,
But I mean, even that's like, of course they did. They're both gorgeous people.
right. Like, the
makes
the thing
sense.
was, at least they had like footage of it too, which was
Yeah.
kind of weird. Like, they had like behind the scenes footage of like them flirting, and like basically they were just like napping together on the couch.
It's like I'm surprised that more of them didn't like hook up
Well-
or be attracted to each other. You know?
Well, I mean, at the same time though, I mean, I guess like Courtney Cox was married for a lot of it, because she was married to David Arquette, which
yeah.
he never
Well,
brought up.
that was late in the series, I think, because her name changed. in
Yeah,
the-
like I feel like it was maybe midway through the series or so. I don't like. I want to say that Lisa
Did they
Kudrow
meet
was
on
married the whole time.
Scream?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Mhm.
I was just trying to put my my timeline
Mhm.
and my Matthew Lillard
Mhm.
timeline
Okay.
and where her age would be and his age and how
Mhm.
long they were married, and then
Yeah.
trying to find the Friends run within Scream.
Yeah.
So, forgive me. Hackers before. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Lisa Kudrow, I believe, was married the entire time to the same person because
Yeah, I don't know.
she became pregnant, and that's how they wrote her having the twins in
Yeah,
the show was
yeah.
because she was pregnant in real life, and they had to figure out how to write that in. Matthew Perry was just into a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
Um,
Which I feel bad for him. He got a lot of flack for the reunion because he was kind of slurring a little bit.
Yeah, he supposedly had like dental
He had a bunch
surgery.
of dental surgery right beforehand, so people thought he was like drunk or high or
his
something.
teeth made it
and
look like he had like, oh boy,
Yeah.
like he had the Ross teeth from that one episode where Ross had really bright white
Yeah.
teeth. But I think he's had between his alcohol and drug issues, I'm not surprised that he probably has some false teeth. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's had some issues over the years. So,
But yeah, like you said, it was pretty safe, but I
What do
think
you
I think it
do
was still
with that?
enjoyable. Yeah.
yeah, and then just like they said, like, why would they ever like make a movie or anything? Because it was like they wrapped it up
Right.
just the way that they wanted everybody to be wrapped up. And if they tried to do something now, it would kind of they think they use the word unravel all of the good that they did, and they would have
Right.
to like
You would have to have. I listened to an interview with the
Mm.
director as well, and
Mm.
he kind of went into it a little bit more. He was like, it doesn't make any sense because you would have to have some sort of conflict.
right,
So you would have to have like Joey and Chandler are no longer friends for some reason, or somebody's kid did something stupid. He's
Mhm.
like, they're all like in fans' heads. They're all in the spot where they should be. So why would you create
essentially they all
conflict to
lived
undo
happily
that?
ever after, except for
Yeah.
Joey.
Yeah, that was funny when they did the where do you think your character would be now? And Joey and Matt LeBlanc is like, well, I had a show about that.
Yeah, there was literally a show where I moved to L.A.
Opened a sandwich shop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was like, I opened a sandwich shop.
How long was episodes on the air?
Well, that was Joey.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
yeah.
Yeah, episodes was
Probably
what 4 or 5 seasons?
Yeah, 4 or 5 seasons.
I was always surprised by the length of that show,
Yeah.
especially in its proximity
and
to
the
the
weird
end
thing,
of
though,
Friends.
was he wasn't really the star of that show. I mean, the show was about Matt LeBlanc as an actor, but the stars of the show were the two writers,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that was the
You know, I've heard that what was the Lisa Kudrow show? Where she's like a therapist or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that that's really good.
yeah, and everybody's been on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't
gosh.
remember what
But
that's
it was on
called now.
HBO, yeah, like the mid 2000s.
Yeah,
like
the
ish.
aughts.
Yeah, like it was like right
Um,
after Friends. Like it was like 2008, 2009.
I really love Cougar Town, to be honest. Like if we're talking about projects that they kept going with, what else is out there? I liked Studio 60. That
Oh, really? I never watched that.
That was good.
I never
was
watched that
alright.
either.
Yeah,
I liked the morning show.
yeah, morning show. Yeah,
I can't say I liked every movie that she'd ever been in.
Right.
Was it? She was in like the We're the Millers.
okay.
That wasn't
we've
bad.
covered everybody but Schwimmer. What's he been?
He's done.
American Crime Story.
Yeah, he was in American.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, he was
yeah.
great as Robert Kardashian.
Mhm.
So I
I
guess
was-
they've all kind of done something.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I was like, God, I
He
can't
was
think
also
of
in
it.
Band of
either.
Brothers.
I have
Oh, was
not watched
he? I've
Band
not
of
seen Band of
Brothers.
Brothers.
You've never seen
That's
Band of
Damian
Brothers?
Lewis, right? Is that Damian Lewis
No,
from
this is-
Homeland?
That
Oh yeah, he is in that. Yeah.
He's
That
in
actually
that's Band of Brothers.
surprises me. that
I
you've not
know,
seen
I
that.
know. Like I've literally
HBO guy over here.
I've went to watch it probably like 25 times in my life and then just stopped.
That might be one of the best things HBO's ever done.
Who's is that
That's Hanks. and
Hanks is
Spielberg
the executive producer with Spielberg.
with Spielberg.
What am I doing? It's 9 episodes?
8,
8?
I think.
I should
8
I should
episodes.
watch that.
Yeah, you should check that out. That thing's intense. Like it's real good. Who else? There's so many people in that. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, there was people that like they're famous now. Like that they got their start in Band of Brothers. Like there was all like a bunch of younger guys. Like Damian Lewis wasn't an actor
Right.
like until Band of Brothers. There was, I want to say maybe one of the like Jason Schwartzman might have even been in that. As weird as that sounds. And then like the other guy from
that is weird.
And then like the other.
I'm gonna
guy
go
from,
make a bunch of Wes Anderson movies now. Excuse me. It's so
no,
weird.
I might be way off on that. Who was the other guy from Parks and Rec?
The other guy from Parks and Rec.
The
Chris Pratt.
Not. No, dang it. I'm gonna get this wrong.
Ron Swanson.
No,
Yeah.
the other, not Rob Lowe.
Aziz Ansari.
Rob Lowe came on with the other guy.
Oh yeah, what is his name? Oh God, I feel like I should know this.
Yeah. Alex something? No. I don't know if he's in this. I'm looking through the names right now. Oddly enough, Steve is in this. Steve from American Dad.
Oh.
Scott Grimes is.
Weird.
Yeah. He's, Damian Lewis, Ron Livingston, Donnie Wahlberg. Let's see who else is in this.
Donnie Wahlberg. Wow. Okay.
I'm just going through because like it's in no real order here. If I'm looking at their Fassbender.
Wow. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta look up.
Jeez, Michael Fassbender's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if is that pre 300 or post 300. That's the
Uh,
first time I remember Michael
it
Fassbender.
is 10 episodes, by the way.
That's 10.
Trying
We
to-
shall fight in the shade.
It was 2001.
Okay, Fassbender, you have like 2% body fat. We
Adam
see.
Scott.
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott.
Yeah. I don't know why I had Alex in there. Yeah, Schwimmer. Gosh, yeah, I'm just flipping through. Tom Hardy.
Man.
We're just listing off actors now.
Simon Pegg. Colin Hanks.
Yeah. So yeah,
Paul Bettany.
I think that Friends reunion was good. I don't think you should watch it if you have not seen every episode of Friends. Don't watch this.
Band of Brothers. Friends reunion.
Jimmy Fallon.
Interesting.
Lieutenant George C. Rice is what he's credited as.
Okay, God, I'll watch it. Jeez.
I'm just flipping through here like,
Man.
oh my gosh, like wow, like this is James McAvoy.
He literally every pedigreed male
I
actor
know,
in the past
right.
10 years.
Yeah.
You're just going down IMDb now, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm just flipping through this list of stuff, and there's a lot of people who don't even have pictures in here. And then it's like, oh, and then you come across this person, and then you come across this person.
If he says Bruce Willis, and Kurt Russell, I'll lose it.
No, I'm at the end. I don't have anyone else. And Adam Scott was not in that movie. I don't know why I thought Adam Scott.
Yeah,
was in that movie.
he's the one guy that was not in there apparently.
And the one, way off. So, God, what were we even talking about? Oh, the
Friends
Yeah.
reunion. Caleb
I
tried to
bring it
save
back
you.
and
You just kept on scrolling.
Couldn't help myself. That's what I do. Scroll.
Yeah.
What else did you watch, Logan? You got it right? You guessed it right.
I did.
Yes. Got
did.
it.
Okay, what else did I watch this week? Oh, I started Hacks.
Okay.
Oh,
this
okay.
week. My wife and I started that. We are 3 episodes in. I like that show. I think it's all
that,
right.
That show gets better and better every episode, I feel
Oh,
like.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you watched it yet?
2 episodes.
2 episodes in. Okay.
Yep. I watched I think you and I had both watched the 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I
We
can't
watched the
remember
first
which one.
week.
One of you liked it and one of you didn't. Right?
He was colder
I-
on it than I
you were
was. I'm
colder.
really
I
high on
liked it.
Okay.
I didn't love it. He loved it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot too. I'm with you
Um,
there. I think it's a pretty solid show.
There's the latest episode that's out is there's a thing that happens in there that is it makes everything really real, like very quickly.
Oh, okay.
So these characters get very raw, very emotional, and the more they do that, the more I like the show.
Okay.
So
I gotta introduce you to everybody first, get you a good
yeah.
taste of who they are.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I think my biggest issue was the premise of how they came together. I thought was a little ham-fisted.
yeah.
But once they are interacting with each other and having emotions and having things happen, I think it gets really, really good.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
these are
really enjoying the
yeah.
show a lot.
Mm-hmm. 2 people at very different points in time in their life
Yeah.
and their careers. So yeah, it's very interesting. So
That show had me at I'm fucking my Postmate.
yes, that was that made me laugh a lot. Yeah, like it was,
And his idiot secretary, the agent's idiot secretary.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's not a
she's-
whole lot of her.
Oh no, later
yeah,
on.
later on,
She's fire in those first 2
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah,
Isn't she like the boss's daughter or something
Yeah.
like that? Like the partner's daughter?
Yeah,
or
she
whatever?
she's great. She's so funny. She reminds me, like I said, a tamer version of the assistant on Mythic Quest.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Speaking of Mythic Quest, are you caught up on
No,
it
I
at
haven't
all?
watched the second season.
Oh, you haven't watched any of it at all.
Mm-mm.
I think the second season is kind of up and down, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Did you like this week's episode?
I did. It was a bottle episode, and I generally like bottle episodes.
Yeah.
So
It was real dumb, and I liked it
do you,
a lot.
I just threw that term out there. Are you familiar with bottle episode?
I think so.
I don't think
It's
so.
it's when
Yeah.
it's a low budget version of a show
Mhm.
where they for budget reasons usually they just use one set, and then they have all the characters just interact in that one area, just so that they can save money on building sets and all that kind of
Which
stuff.
is
Interesting.
Yeah, they
Okay.
referred to that in that Friends thing. That's the episode
Yeah.
where Joey broke his elbow or dislocated his shoulder or whatever.
Yeah, so like one of the most famous examples because sometimes bottle episodes can be bad, and one of the most famous ones is the episode about the fly in Breaking Bad.
Oh,
That's a
wow.
bottle episode, and that's why it's received poorly, is because they did a poor job of that. But in Mythic Quest, I think they did a pretty good job, because if you set it up right, you can do that extremely well.
Yeah.
Because you have all these unique personalities, and they're all forced to be in the same room for whatever reason they need to be.
Yeah, I mean, we can say what it is just because it's not like a huge spoiler.
Right.
But yeah, so they all went through some HR thing where they took basically a personality test, and that told them what animal they were, but they had to sign a thing at the end saying that they did it. And no one from the main cast wanted to sign it because they didn't believe the animal that they said they were, and they all had the reasons why they weren't the animal they said they were. I mean, you get it.
A
Like,
show. Mythic Quest can do that kind of thing.
The director or whatever his title is, he got the wolf.
Oh,
Just
God.
him like sitting up in that windowsill. That killed me.
That was pretty great. I think is he the director or the executive producer?
Whatever title
He's
he
got-
had, I don't
'cause
know.
He's the boss.
He's the boss,
but
nobody.
nobody treats him like the boss at all.
Yeah,
Not even his assistant.
No.
yeah. He
I
got
won't even bring.
Jason. He gets his animal is the wolf. So he's got this leather jacket on. He's got his hair slicked back.
It's beautiful.
And he's just like, the sun is setting behind him in this window, and he's just sitting in the windowsill, and they're like, oh, and it's like halfway through the episode, they're like, oh, hey, why didn't you sign it? And he's like, well, let me tell you, as a lone wolf, like, it's just the best.
So dumb. Like, it's so good. Like, it's so dumb and so good. And the HR girl, like, she's
Is it the same one from the first
yeah.
season?
Yeah.
Nah,
Same one.
she's
Yeah.
brilliant.
I mean, she's only in maybe like every 3 episodes.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah.
plays like the pivotal role in this episode.
Okay.
And so yeah,
She's the I'm just throwing out TV terms here. She's the straight man.
yeah.
Which
I know that one.
yeah, and she plays it perfectly.
She does really good with that. It's a real good episode. So, and then next week's called Backstory. So I have
Right.
no idea what
They actually flipped those because
Yeah.
Backstory was originally supposed to be this week, and now it's. So I don't know why.
So I don't know. Who
but-
knows what Backstory could be? Backstory could be anything.
It
If it's a
there are
flashback.
heavy hints that it's a flashback again.
Yes,
So
good.
we'll
Like
see.
season ones.
Yeah,
But whether
Yeah, just one of the. I mean, it's such an odd episode when you compare it to the body of work from season
Right.
1, but it's still incredible television. That episode in season 1 is incredible.
yeah.
And I don't like characters you're completely unfamiliar with that you completely care about at the end of 22 minutes is real impressive. That's one of the things.
literally
they should
nothing to
be-
do with the show other than they ended up in the same building.
Right.
Yeah.
They
That
should
is it.
they should be so proud of that episode. That and the remote episode, the coronavirus episode is
Yeah.
really good.
Which is all,
Ah, fuck you, coronavirus. Right at the end of that
So
episode. It's the best.
yeah. F. Murray Abraham continues to be great on that show for no reason.
Man.
Like, That guy,
Dardal.
classically trained actor, and now he's just on some stupid.
He's a
comedy.
buffoon, like
Yeah.
a total buffoon on that show.
Oh, it gets better this year. He's even
Great.
dumber, I think.
Yeah.
That's
than
awesome.
before.
He obviously, the actor didn't want to come onto set, so he's every time he's portrayed, he's on an iPad. It's pretty good.
That's
pretty
even
good.
better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the entire season he's just that way. Like at least so far. I don't know if we'll see him in person or not, but it's real dumb and real good. So I tried to watch more MoDoc. I think I'm done with MoDoc.
Yeah, just not a fan of MoDoc.
It's too much.
Too robot chickeny for me.
Yeah, Robot Chicken's good in 15-minute, 12-minute chunks.
Like
And that's
like
about
4
it.
or 5 skits in that 12-minute chunk.
Right, and maybe even like, and there's, I mean, even 10 sometimes, because some
Yeah.
of the jokes are literally like 5 seconds long in Robot Chicken, and this is just too much. I don't know.
Yep.
But I tried. Marvel, not everything is a winner.
Then, yeah, they're not all hits.
No, this wasn't a Disney Marvel thing. Well, maybe it was.
Who knows?
Because it's on Hulu, so I guess it is.
Everything's Disney now. So
That's true. It's either because Amazon bought MGM this week, so
I believe Caleb was acquired by Disney.
yeah,
he might have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am legally
Required.
to tell you.
The Disney Plus,
Purchased by
Hulu,
Disney.
and ESPN is $12.99 a month.
So now for that same bundle, you get your Hulu, you get Disney Plus and ESPN, and you also get Master of Unlocking. Now I signed us up for that.
Ooh, now
Yeah.
nice. All right.
It's making deals.
All
All right.
Good.
Good
We
deal.
negotiated that for $0.
We actually had to pay $5 for that.
Wait, maybe I just signed up for a subscription. What did I do?
I don't know.
That sounds like our business acumen on this podcast. That's yes.
Oh gosh. Otherwise, did I watch anything else other than basketball and like every game's a blowout and kind
Yeah,
of not
it's been
entertaining
disappointing.
these days? Yeah.
One other thing that I wanted to point out. It's not new. I've talked about it before, but the show Everything's Gonna Be Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is the show on Freeform that I've been watching.
Mhm.
It's about a non-traditional family, brother and 2 sisters. One of the sisters has autism. This week's episode was spectacular. This whole season has been really, really good, like way better than the first season. First season, they were kind of finding their footing on what they wanted to do. In this latest episode, the brother, kind of he's discovering things about himself, and I won't say what, just in case you guys do get a wild hair about you and check it out. But it's stuff that may be obvious to people as they watch the show, but may not be obvious to people as they watch the show. It's kind of him realizing what I think a lot of people have kind of known all along as he's progressed throughout this. And it does it in such a heartfelt way, and there's definitely tragedy going on, but you also feel very good about where the characters are heading. It's just really, really well done. I just everything's handled with such respect in this show that just it makes me feel good about watching it. So if you guys do get a few minutes, I this season especially, the first season is pretty good, but this season's been pretty amazing, I think.
Is this, since it's on Freeform, is this like family appropriate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be, it's family appropriate. I don't know if like your I don't know if kids would get much out of it, but if you had it on when the kids were around, there would be no problem with that.
Yeah. I can't turn on Invincible and watch it with the kids around, like that kind of thing. Like,
Well, you could.
I mean, I could, but
Wouldn't advise,
right.
but
That's fair. Yeah, that's where I guess I was going with it. Like if I had this on,
my daughter wanted to watch American Dad the other night because it was on in the background,
Oh.
like while I was trying to turn something else on,
Mhm.
and of course I'm giggling
Right. Well, as well.
because it's freaking hilarious. And she goes, "Let's watch that, Dad." I'm like, no. Why not? I want to watch it. You like it? Well,
Some things are just not appropriate.
I would rather watch Paw Patrol.
Distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, not a
Meanwhile-
lot new this week, so that's pretty much it for me.
Okay. I mean, Jason, anything or?
I watched basketball. That was it. I watched the playoffs.
I figured. as
That
much.
was it.
I guess you caught up on American Dad at all?
No.
Last two
I
episodes have been okay.
I watched, I think the last one was the Chicago episode.
That one was just okay too.
Yeah. yeah. It's still like even the okay episodes are still pretty good in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I would never say that. Yeah, an episode is like
There's still like one or
bad.
two things in an episode that really like
Right.
that really get me, that really make me laugh. And it's usually the side story stuff, like something that
Yeah.
Francine's doing or Steve's doing or Roger's doing.
When
Like it's all
Francine
very
says
funny.
that her lifelong dream was to be a circus manager or something like that. And they're like, but you haven't done that. And she goes, yeah, it's a process.
the stuff she says.
I'm gonna go take a
It's
quick
just-
deuce.
And it has nothing to do with anything, but it's just those one-liners sometimes. And even in the mediocre episodes like you're talking about, they always have at least one of those in it.
My favorite one of those is I'll never be able to shake it is, two. It's when Roger's being playing a person that works at the bank. You want to go get a sandwich at lunch, Elizabeth, and walk through Nordstrom's, Elizabeth? Like just that. And Haley comes on screen. I can't remember what episode for like 3 seconds. And she walks in, somebody takes the thing from her and they say, "We're taking this." And then she goes, "Turkeys." And then she just walks backwards through the door, and that's it for her episode. Turkeys. And then she just walks backwards.
Nonsense.
It's so
Nonsense.
stupid.
Dumb,
But I
so
love
good.
it.
I've said it many times, but my favorite line is still, when we get there, this better not be me.
He goes to the door, and it's him at the desk. Yeah.
Oh, Roger, every time. Just pure nonsense. Okay, I don't know if we got anything else then this week, do we?
I don't think
I
so.
can't think of anything else. Did I miss
What?
something? Oh wait, I have 15 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah. That's
thanks
what
for
I was-
reminding him, Jason.
Yeah. I was trying to
All right.
don't say kill him, but he.
Okay.
I
think
completely
I've got it
forgot.
written out
All
this
right.
time so that I make sure.
Oh, he
that
came with notes.
I think I've timed it, so. Okay, so I've
All right, go.
Go.
Oh, geez. This time Coach Corn lost out on going back to the NCAA after getting ejected for defending a player's honor. He got kicked out of a game for that. He has this giant statue of himself that they tore down at the University of Wisconsin. Now
Okay,
in
that's
his
it.
house. What?
You're done.
That was 15 seconds?
Yeah, that was 15 seconds.
I didn't even get a chance to say that he wore a shirt with the first.
No,
three buttons undone.
okay, stop. Now you're going into bonus time. We're cutting into next week for that. You got to really pick your spots here, Logan.
That was my last line. That's all I had. What's the most important part of the episode?
How many episodes are left, do you know?
Too many.
That was episode 7.
So 8, 9, and 10 probably?
10, yeah.
So you're going to get 7 seconds, and then 3 seconds, and then 1 second.
Excellent.
I mean, why can't I at least round it up to 8, 4, and 2?
John Stamos, also in Band of Brothers.
Okay, we'll give you 8, 4, and 2.
Okay. I don't even know what I'm going to say for 2 seconds. Just Stamos.
Nope. Stop right there. Don't you mose. Don't you do it.
All right. Okay. Well, I won't be here next week, but you'll still be in the basement next week. Or no, wait, you'll be at a Sonic
Yeah, we'll be at Sonic and camp chairs.
in camp chairs. You're more than welcome to use here, but you can also use the Sonic camping chairs. I'm
We'll figure out something.
Stay tuned, Internet.
just going to leave it there. I think we're just going to leave it. Because I think he's frozen. Is he frozen? Yep. All right. And he's dead. All right. Cool. Well, it's been the Master of Unlocking podcast. Something about the internet.